Hello, Leo. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Pussycat Nation, here we are finally going to do a general reading for you. Going to find out what your blind spot is. Now, before I started talking to you, I was doing the singing bowl. I've been doing the singing bowl between each reading, and it's sort of like a way to clear the energy in the room, raise up the vibration. But then it's actually becoming a way for me to kind of hone into your energy by how the bowl is reacting as I'm using it coming into your energy. And yours was really interesting. I've never had it happen before. I picked up my bowl. So this is the one that I've been using. I picked it up, and actually before I picked it up, I pulled the wand out, picked up the bowl and held it in my palm, and it was already ringing, which was so weird. I've never had that happen. And it must have been obviously the way that it kind of rubbed against the grain of the table or something, and it already got it vibrating. So I'm holding it thinking it's already going. So I clinged it, and then banging it, it created a resonance that was completely in the same frequency as what was already going on. It was really in sync the entire time. It was smooth. It almost, I would describe it as being able to anticipate something that's either required or wanted or needed of you prior to even getting the request. That's what it felt like already ringing before I even asked it to do that. And then keeping with the flow, like not even stumbling on it, because it just kept, it was so smooth. It's got to be the smoothest singing bowl energy that I've had so far through the zodiac, starting with Aries. So that was really interesting. Another interesting thing, yesterday, the last reading I did was Cancers, and I was called to, before I got into the reading, to pick up the decks and put them in my large singing bowl and clear the energy out of them. And I thought, it's weird. I didn't feel like that the energy from the previous reading was sitting in the cards at all. It didn't feel like that. No, and then I got the message, it's not the energy of the past reading. It's the energy of the future reading that's already trying to come in. Which was right? And isn't that like almost a sense of anticipation? Anticipating something before it's actually asked or needed of you. So it almost feels like, too, like a real heightened psychic ability. Yeah, I would really say that. Like just putting all of that information together with how it went for me yesterday. I had to clear your energy. It was your energy. I had to clear your energy from the cards before I did Cancer's reading. Yeah. And then the bowl singing before I asked it to do anything. Interesting. A real, a heightened awareness and psychic capacity. So, Leo, this is going to be interesting what your blind spot is. Like I said, it's general. That is not at the bottom after the pre-shuffle. You have Goddess of the Moon, which to me is a very high priestessy energy. Okay, then. So, interesting reading we shall have, Leo. It's general. It may or may not resonate. If it does and you're drawn to it, there is an extended. The link to that is at the top of the description within this video. Look at the balance, yin and yang. Goddess of the Moon. All right. Your blind spot. I'm using my Energy Oracle deck, Rider-Waite Tarot, and I have my teeny tiny Everyday Witch Tarot if I need it. What's going on? I don't want to shuffle. Come on. Okay, blind spot for Leo. Maybe you already know your blind spot. Maybe nobody's even come to the reading. Leo is so heightenedly aware. Their senses are heightened. Their psychic capacity is on point. You probably knew I was going to do this reading today. Blind spot for Leo. Blind spot for Leo. Oh, I wanted to tell too, Dana, if you're watching Dana. Dana's someone who's been watching me for a couple of years at least. He's out in Texas, and he rehabilitates birds, but he also just feeds them, looks after them. And so I'm up here in Canada, and a lot of our birds migrate down there. So I wanted to let you know that the geese are flying south, Dana. So get ready. Leo. The heck? That's interesting. Anxiety. I wouldn't have picked that up in anything that's happened so far, but it's the blind spot reading. So, okay, let's get, oh, all tied up. Caring connection. Interesting. It's almost like you anticipate, I don't know what you anticipate. I don't know what you're anticipating right now, but you are on point. It really feels like your psychic capacity is on point. But maybe something's going to shift, or maybe you're already anticipating something here that may cause some anxiety. All tied up in caring connection is what is in the underlying, and then it's all reversed. So obviously this makes a lot of sense. This is almost like having the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Actually, 8 and 1 is 9. And what do we have here? A 5. Well, maybe it's a 5 of Swords too. Like maybe you can't win for losing in something. And a caring connection. So there's someone or something that you care about in the future, or perhaps it's happening right now. See, the blind spot can actually be a reading that can tell you about something that you're already fully aware of, but it gives you some background information or deeper details that you may not be aware of. Or it could be telling you something that could be about to happen in the future that you're not aware of because it's in the future, although you seem keenly aware. So maybe it's something that's going on right now, but you need some background information on it. Because you cannot go towards it. You feel there's something that you can't do here. Maybe you need to rectify something. Maybe you need to take action in some way. You really seem to be in that energy right now, as if it's just kind of, it's like flowing. Things are not kind of getting in your way or holding you back. Maybe in every part of your life but one. So this is really interesting, Leo. The anxiety card. There's a storm in the background in this card. So that feels like the present, but thinking about something. This is almost like somebody is out. Like this, all of a sudden I'm getting the energy of, you know, if someone you care about is gone out somewhere, maybe they've gone for a day trip and the weather's changed and they're in a bad cell phone area. You can't connect with them. You're trying not to think, you know, nothing's happened, everything's okay, and maybe they're an hour late. What if their tire blew? What, you know, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I'm a fretter, so I'll go through all of that. I think, oh, maybe this happened, maybe that happened. No, it's okay. But if I think it's okay, you know, I'll be surprised and it won't be okay. So that's the anxiety card. So something's going on. There's a storm, but it feels like you can't connect. It's almost like disconnected. It's kind of reminding me, I've been watching Seinfeld on Netflix. It's so funny. And anyways, but it's so interesting if you go back and you watch it, particularly if, you know, you weren't born in the 80s or 90s. Because there's no cell phones, there's no computers, there's no internet. It's like people are fighting for the payphone. And like, I don't know how to get a hold of someone, so I'll leave a message on their answering machine. It's really dated. It almost has that kind of feeling where you can't connect with someone. There's so many points in life, particularly prior to the mid-1990s, where, mid to late actually, 1990s, where you just couldn't get a hold of someone. It's kind of that energy, like you can't get a hold of them. All tied up. It's almost like you keep getting a busy signal. Or it automatically goes to voicemail without picking up. So you're worried. Why is their phone? Why are they not picking up? Is the battery dead? Has the phone like exploded in a crash? Or yeah, I know. So, oh no, something's happened. Because then I always think to myself too, the one time you don't think it's happened, it'll happen. Are you probably thinking, Cindy, you divinate? Because I wouldn't pull cards. I'd be too afraid to pull cards. I'm not going to pull cards. So I'm going to the tarot. I'm trying to pull my own thoughts out of this. You're like pulling me into your anxiety. Oh no. What's happened to them? Where did they go? Really? What is... I'm getting all of that. Even just like some TV shows I've been watching where people have gone missing or someone has been unheard. It's just got that energy somehow. Not having heard from them in a long time. The Hierophant. Boy, this kind of feels like the anxiety. The anxiety you have. It just feels like around something that you can't connect with. But it's got a lot of power over your life, in your life. We're going to pull out 3 for this. You know, some of you too, it could be, I don't know, you might just be feeling, because the Hierophant to me has got a lot of institutional energy. It's the institutions that we create here on Earth. It's the empires that we create here on Earth. So there's something, obviously, like, it could even just be for you. It might even have, I'm trying to, how this caring connection is coming in. It's like, without the caring connection card, it's throwing the reading off a bit, which makes me feel like there's some sort of outside source that's affecting how you connect with somebody. Without that card, this energy right here feels like a lot, as if, you know, maybe there's certain policies going on around in the world, or there's certain requirements needed of you in your work or your community or your church or your place of worship. There's something, or contracts and commitments that you've made to people. Like, this could be your landscaper that you've hired and you're thinking, I don't really want to hire him. There's something that you've gotten yourself into. Something that you've gotten yourself into, but really, don't we all? I mean, the minute we're born and they thought, boop, there's stamp, we've got the birth certificate for number 289763527. There you go. Like, you're in the system. Here you are. There's that, but somehow the system is affecting a caring connection. Somehow that you would like to care about a connection. Isn't that funny? They both add up to 5. So it's an energy that's very uncomfortable. That can't be, and even the Hierophant, he's 5. Yeah, so, okay. Wow. Holy crap. Yeah, this is something big for you. It's the 2 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. Okay, what's going on over here? 3 of Wands, yeah, with all tied up. Caring connection is the Chariot. This is definitely, you feel a sense of purpose for this. It could be to your own spiritual connection. I don't know. This is kind of feeling like a big time. This has got the energy of major commitment. Do you know what this also has the energy of? This has the energy of 2 people who would maybe like to get married, who would like to come together, but there's something really big that is not allowing that to happen. And it could be even religious. It could be socioeconomic. It could be race related. Like, you know, I mean, not everybody's parents are as hip as, you know, you can be. Your family, I don't know what this is specifically, on what level, like if it could be religious. But my gosh, maybe, okay, Leo, the blind spot here. Perhaps you are not the one with the anxiety, because I'm going to be honest, it doesn't feel like something that you would not be aware of. This does not feel like something that you would not be aware of. I mean, whoever's feeling this is completely aware of it. It seems like they are completely aware of the energy of their own internal guidance system, how that's almost being like stoplighted, hitting stoplights over and over and over again. This is the energy of hitting stoplights over and over and over again. So someone around you, we do not, seriously, you have the 5 at the bottom again. You have the 5 of Pentacles and the Death card. It's definitely the end of being out in the cold. Oh, maybe we're finally getting somewhere. I mean, this has the energy of being out in the cold. There's some disconnect here with these 2 cards, all tied up and needing to, or wanting to travel towards someone. There's some sort of distance here that almost feels like it can't be moved. And the caring connection, this is the one and only thing that you would really like to move towards. It might even be like, you could even be so wrapped up in things that you've committed to within your community that you're sort of finding like you can't go towards finding more personal things for yourself. This got marriage. I don't know. The other thing too. There's so many ways this reading is coming in. This is an interesting set of cards. Now, is there someone that is about to get married? That's the other thing that I would ask here. Someone's got a lot of anxiety. A lot of anxiety. Now, I don't want to say, like, if anyone is out there and you're getting ready to get married or cohabitate, whatever that could be, I don't see anything here that somebody wants to back out. I don't see that at all. This is anticipation. This is feeling like maybe some of you too, maybe your weddings have been put off. You're becoming really anxious about it. I think the key to this whole reading to find the blind spot is that this energy is about to end. The Five of Pentacles, the Death card, a new cycle is about to begin. And yeah, you've got fives all over the place here. Oh, we really need a teeny tiny tarot deck. Right, and even look at what I have written on here. This is the deck that I have written all over. I should write more. I'm going to get into a new astrology book once I'm finished Sapiens. But so, clear vision of want. Clear vision of what you want. That is really key here. There's a very clear vision of what someone wants. Something is keeping it from happening. I've already pre-shuffled. So the anxiety card. The anxiety card. The Lovers and the Seven of Cups. Interesting. I don't think there's confusion about what you want. Maybe there's confusion about what someone else wants, or you don't know. Come on, guys. You've got the Lovers, the Hierophant, the Two of Cups, and the Four of Wands. There's anxiety about this. There's a question mark here. The question mark seems to be linked to some sort of distance. And that distance could literally play out in terms, I mean, you have the Chariot and the Three of Wands. It could literally be about physical distance. Like maybe you're in two different cities, two different states, two different countries. Wondering if this person is still feeling this connection. If it's not so like far and vast, the disconnect, there's definitely something going on that's, it could be someone's responsibilities. There's a disconnect, and I feel like there's a question here. Now, I'm just reading the cards. This is supposed to be a blind spot. So I feel like you're meant to pick out the information that you didn't know in this reading. Maybe you know exactly how you feel. It feels like that to me. But there's a question mark here with the Seven of Cups and the Lovers. Does this person have a lot of choices? Are you wondering if this is the right choice for you? I don't know. The Hierophant. The Hierophant. The Wheel of Fortune. So there's a change. The Wheel of Fortune. The Two of Cups, the Strength card. There you are. You see yourself in this. Partnerships. Four of Wands. Knight of Wands. Boy. Somebody really wants to change a circumstance. Somebody really wants to change how this Hierophant affects their life. Someone wants to make, I don't know, someone wants to make a change here. This doesn't feel like a change that someone wants to back out of a connection. Somebody's confused. And me, the reader, almost, actually. It's so interesting. All tied up in the Three of Wands. All tied up, the Three of Wands. All tied up, the Three of Wands. The Ten of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Wow, this has the feeling of like something come to an end, and maybe someone had to, like with the Three of Pentacles, maybe their job was moved or changed, like relocated, and now there's distance, is what that feels like. Yeah, there's definitely distance here, guys, between you and someone else. And I want to say, I feel like this person thinks about you. And they think about the choices that either you have or the choices that they've made. The Chariot and the Caring Connections. Chariot and Caring Connections. Oh my goodness. The Eight of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Seven of Wands. This is an interesting Eight of Wands card, though. It's like trying to get control of a whole bunch of sticks flying around in a tornado. It doesn't feel like organized. So it doesn't feel like organized movement or organized communication. It feels like sort of a stick, something thrown into the cogs of... There's really no movement, so I can't say movement. It's almost like something is kind of thrown into the plans just when you think you could get it going. It doesn't happen, and you just have to continue to wait. Yeah, okay. What I want to say, Leo, is that there's something that's happened here between you and someone else. And in that, I think some sort of distance has occurred. I really want to say, I can't say anything else, actually. With the Hierophant, the Two of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Lovers, that this person, both of you, there was a desire for marriage. I really want to say that. Some sort of major commitment here, either just coming together, and even if it's not legalized on paper, it's just like moving in together. It's like planning a life together. That's how I would describe this. But something has happened here, and there's been like a disconnect. And with the Three of Pentacles, coming in after the Ten of Swords, like this, the Ten of Swords feels like this is why you can't move. Like you can't see this person, you physically can't get to them. I almost feel like somebody, their job moved. Their job moved. Like they're doing something in a different location now with the Three of Pentacles. So maybe this person has moved statewide. But there's anxiety. So if you don't know this, that this person, I feel like, is anxious about if you maybe still think about them. If you're still their choice. That, I would say, is the biggest thing in this reading. Are you still their choice? The Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Swords is at the bottom. Six of Swords is going towards the Seven of Pentacles. Is trying to come up with a new plan. Are you still their choice? That's all I can really hear at this point. Are you still their choice, Leo? I mean, I don't know. Cross watchers, do you want me to ask? Different deck. Oh, why not? Here, I feel like I'm doing a relationship counseling here or something. There's been a lot of relationship stuff coming into my readings lately. Oh well. Let's see. This is for the cross watchers. Because Leo, I feel like you already know how you feel. But this person doesn't know. Sorry, I have to pre-shuffle. This deck's been sitting quiet a wee bit. Is this person still Leo's choice? The Three of Pentacles with a mountain. I think this person wants... Okay, no, is this person still Leo's choice? So I'm talking to the cross watcher. So Leo is still your choice, but I feel like you're still Leo's choice. But when this card comes up to me, there's like a big obstacle in the way. I feel like this person is probably, Leo is feeling this distance, is feeling this big object in the way. There's something that's, look at the 7, oh no, it's a 6. The 6 of Pentacles, Justice, 8 of Swords, and that's where it ends. Leo's focused on some sort of balance right now. It's almost like Leo is in some sort of a cycle. I'm still talking to the cross watcher. Leo's in a cycle of, it almost feels like monetary balance with the 6 of Pentacles and the Justice card, and not being able to move until then. So maybe Leo has to save some money to move too. This is a really curious reading. I do feel like Leo wants to work on something here, but there's a mountain. It feels like there's a big object, a big elephant in the room. That's what I got. I guess I'll leave that out too. Wow, there we go. Okay, that's really curious, very interesting. I'm going to go do the extended Leo. Thank you so much, pussycats. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.